Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane, and we are just about to see a Zoom interview with actor and filmmaker, Mr. Solomon Chertok. He is going to talk about his latest project. He is the lead role in Titus. He's playing the character Robert. So let's take a look at this fascinating interview with Mr. Actor Solomon Chertok. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and I have a very special guest today. He's a fabulous friend of mine. He's a well-known actor. He's a filmmaker. He's involved in many, many independent film projects throughout the years, and he's going to talk about his latest project. And my guest for today is Mr. Solomon Chertok. Welcome to my pink kitchen, darling. As you can see, we're in my pink kitchen. Everyone comes to my kitchen, and we are just about to get into the questions. Now, you are involved in a new project, and Titus is the name of it. Now, this is an action-adventure series that you are doing a voiceover. Now, let me ask you, is this the lead role? Is this the lead role that you're involved in? It is the lead role. Okay, now, from what I understand, let me read to my audience what the series is about. The series is about a demon spirit awakened to try and resurrect their ancient warlock leader, Titus, so that he could take over the world. And only two guys, Robert, which is you, is your character, and Charles, who discovers hidden powers within themselves, and with the help of a mysterious woman, has the power to take them down. It sounds like what's happening in our world right now. It's kind of like what's happening in our world right now. Now, tell my audience, how did you become involved in this project? Did the creator of the series, Delmar Burkett, contact you? Tell us the story how this all happened.
Well, sure. Basically, Delmar, he put out an ad for a casting for this animated series I would say about a year ago, around the summertime of 2020, and I answered it. And believe it or not,
now, where did he put this ad out? Did he put it in one of the local newspapers, like
put it up on the acting websites out there.
Right.
So I saw it and I auditioned for him, but believe it or not, I didn't audition for the role that I ended up getting. I auditioned for the other lead role, Charles. So when I did that audition, he responded back by saying, you know, there's another character named Robert, also one of the other leads. Could you audition for that one? So I did, and then afterwards I ended up getting the role. So it was kind of weird where I auditioned for one character and I ended up getting the other role instead, which in a way I think it worked out really nicely in terms of how it ended up.
Now, what was the reason why he decided to pick you for this particular role as opposed to Charles? Was there a reason for that?
Well, Charles is more like the tough guy. And the one thing that I love with the series is that there's this buddy camaraderie, which you'll see in from episode to episode, kind of like the old-fashioned action buddy cop movies like Lethal Weapon, you know, with Mel Gibson and Danny
Right,
Glover, Eddie
right.
Murphy and Nick Nolte in 48 Hours, or in Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. There's always that camaraderie. And Charles, they've got this buddy camaraderie, you know, in every single episode. And so there's this chemistry.
Is it like a Batman or Robin type of situation?
It kind of has that feel to it because they're sort of opposites. Charles is the tough guy, sure of himself, where Robert is not. He's more like, when you meet him in the first episode, he's he's a smart guy, but he's kind of down on his luck. He's in a job where he gets.
Is he sort of like a brainy, techie, nerdy guy?
Yeah, he kind of has that, you know, he's an intellectual, but he doesn't feel that he's getting treated right in his workspace. He's trying to repair his relationship with his girlfriend, which is in trouble, and he feels like he's been meant for better. So he kind of has the classic hero type, where Charles, he's more the tough guy, sure of himself. He's like, come on, let's go, buddy, you know? So when I did the audition, I think Delmar felt that I fit the insecure Charles better than the tough, dominant, you know, Robert, instead of the tough, dominant Charles. This here is Robert.
Yes.
This is Jasmine, and this is Titus coming after us.
Titus. Amazing. Now, tell my audience, how many episodes does the show have, and what are the air dates?
First off, there's about, I would say, 9 episodes for the entire series. They're around 10 minutes an episode. But
10 minutes. Now, why did he decide to make it only 10 minutes?
That's a good question where only Delmar could answer that one, because honestly, I'm not sure of. But the one thing I do know is that this series is actually based on a live action series that he tried to make a couple of years ago. And he only did, I think, 2 seasons of it.
Right.
I'm not sure on the amount, but it wasn't what he wanted in a sense, because I remember him saying with animation, he could do much more than what he could do on the live action. So animation works well this time for him doing the series. So
and also, you want to entice the people to watch it. And sometimes when these things are too long, people don't want to watch.
Absolutely. But the
yeah.
one thing that I love about the series is, you know, the classic 1940s serials where they always had, you know, they ended on a cliffhanger, where each episode would end on a cliffhanger. Even the Adam West classic Batman TV show, which always ended on, tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes, I remember that quite well. My husband and I we were avid watchers, and we loved Batman. And I used to love it because they used to have the most fabulous celebrities on. I mean, everybody had like a cameo role on Batman and Robin. All the great movie stars had a role on it. Like, you know, like even Zsa Zsa Gabor, I think, was on one of the series. Yeah, Joan Collins, who I interviewed. Yeah.
You know, I also met her too. She's very nice as well.
She's very nice. Very, very nice.
I've met a lot of the cast members from there, Adam West, Burt Ward. My cousin Joel Eisner actually wrote The Amazing Adventures of Batman book, which is an episode guide for the original series. So in a way, I have sort of that Batman connection right there. But each episode of Titus has a cliffhanger. So in a way, it kind of pays homage to it.
So it's sort of like a soap opera too, in a way. It's like kind of like a soap opera. It doesn't air like every week. Explain to my audience the strategy behind when these episodes aired. I believe the first episode has aired already. Am I correct in assuming that?
Absolutely. The first episode is online. It came online on Halloween, which was a good premiere date. And we've had a bunch of views. Everybody really loved episode 1. Episode 2 comes online this Thanksgiving on YouTube and Dailymotion.
Right.
Episode 3.1, as I would call it, because the third episode is going to be split in half. I'm assuming it's going to be the week of Christmas. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Christmas Day or Christmas Eve.
Nice Christmas present, right?
Exactly. He always, that's Delmar's strategy. Always get it in at the right time. If there's a holiday dropping, you could be probably sure it's going to drop during then.
Tell us about your character, and was it a challenge to create his voice? I mean, basically, I did watch you. I watched the series, and I left a comment, and he was so happy, Delmar, that I left the comment. He was so thankful that I watched it. But I noticed that you did something different, a little bit different with your voice. Explain to my audience, was it a challenge to create this specific voice for this character?
Yes, I mean, to me, I think the audition really nailed it for me in a sense where when like I said, I was auditioning for the other role, Charles, who was the tough guy, and I had more of a tougher voice in there. And with Robert, to me, because he felt very insecure, like he wants to be like a perfectionist, but he doesn't come off that way. And it's just,
This is Robert.
Robert, the character I'm playing. And he just feels like down on his luck. And I was like trying to go for like that somber, intellectual type of voice. You know, this is the character, like if this was a live action Hollywood movie, I could see Jesse Eisenberg playing that character. You know, like if I was a casting agent, that's who I would put in this movie if, you know, it was made into a live action movie. And with Jesse Eisenberg, if you see with him, he always talks, you know, he has that intellectual appeal to him, you know, when he talks and stuff like that. So I was trying to do something that was somber, intellectual, all at the same time. But there's also a fun to it with each episode because he's discovering things about this world, about this adventure that he's gone on. Because when he's asked to go on this adventure, he's kind of pessimistic about it. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? And as he goes along with it, he gets more like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is something that I've always wanted, you know, to help me get to where I believe I can be. Because I believe I have potential and, you know, maybe this thing can do it for me.
And of course, Solomon, I want to get into why you're wearing a tuxedo. And behind you are all the trophies for Emmys. Now, as you know, today is the International Emmy Awards, and we would be doing it in New York City, but because of obvious reasons, we're not there today. We're not going. But and that's, of course, I hate to say this, but, you know, we live in New York, and New York City is not really a safe place right now. In fact, somebody just got stabbed. I don't know if you heard on the subway.
I saw the news.
Yeah, they were pulling into Penn Station, and the person was on the, he shouldn't have been sleeping. I don't know why he was sleeping, but he was sleeping. He must have been very tired, this person. And right before they got to Penn Station, of course, he was stabbed in the neck. So that's why you will not see me in New York City right now. I refuse to go in Manhattan. I'm too terrified. My husband says, you're a target. You with that platinum blonde hair and, you know, and your face and your boobs and whatever, you're a target. You'll probably be raped or mugged or whatever. So you know, I'm just not going to go. So my thing right now is going to be doing fabulous Zoom interviews with people, talented actors like yourself. And we will have our own Emmy party right here in my pink kitchen with all those fabulous trophies behind you. And you'll have that very nice tuxedo on. You look so handsome. So now
we would be doing this on a red carpet on today.
Right. Actually, even though the red carpet is a very exciting place to do interviews, I don't have much time to do interviews with people. I only have like maybe 2 minutes and that's it. So the Zoom is actually a better for me. Now, I want you to tell my audience, getting back to this series, Titus, how many cast members are in this series?
Wow, we've got such a huge cast that this is really the brilliance of Delmar in terms of how he casts, because he's listening to the voices. Because I could tell you, when I heard my voice on Robert's animated body come to life, it's like your voice is bringing the soul of the character to life. And it's amazing.
Absolutely.
And it's like you're in like Like you're in just shock phase of like, holy cow. I just, you know, it's amazing that you brought this animated character to life. And I keep saying to him as a joke, I can't wait to see the action figures, you know, because the merchandising on this thing could be huge. But
How many cast members are there? Like 10 cast members?
there's a lot. I mean, there's AJ Velasquez who plays Charles, and that's
Right.
and the funny thing is we're from all over because we're recording this remotely from our homes, not in a studio.
Right.
That's also a tricky thing to do because when
Well, the editing, I saw it, his editing is amazing, and the animation is amazing. And by the way, the girl that plays your girlfriend, I love her voice.
Claudia Nagoya, she plays her voice. Wait till you hear, because one thing I love that he has in his series is great female characters. You know, Delmar really knows how to write these female characters, and there's several of them coming up, including the female lead Jasmine, who's voiced by the amazing Catherine Black, who she brings that character to life. You see her character and Charles and Robert team up to take down Titus. And there's other characters. We have Deanna Day, who I worked with in the movie David's Apartment. Here, she's playing a villainous role. And I said to Deanna when I heard her, because she's going to be coming in later episodes, I was shocked because I've never seen her play a villain before. And hearing her voice a villain character, I was like, wow. You know, so he really does.
I would love to do this. I would love to do like a voiceover, because I can do several voices too. Like I could do like a Marilyn Monroe type voice, like, welcome back, darlings, to my TV show. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. Or I could do a very British accent. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane, and we are just about to do an interview with a very, very charming individual, Mr. Solomon Chertok. Did I do that good?
I could see Delmar casting you in this thing because.
But he would have to make the character be platinum blonde and sexy like me.
Oh, trust me, I don't think that would be a problem, you know. Because even as you see with these characters, how the way that they're drawn, in a sense, this is like a manga. It's called manga style, you know, from comic books, the manga comic books, which I'm familiar with, but I wasn't really into it that much. And to me, the series is a comic book come to life, literally. Like you're seeing this comic book come to life. You see, like when people are talking, you could see like those bubbles where you can actually read the words of what they're actually saying as they're doing it. And then when they're fighting or getting into action, you see the action happening. So it's really incredibly well done. And
well, I thought the animation, I thought the guy that created the drawings and the animation, he's a Latin gentleman. Am I right? What is his name? The animator.
Bangladesh. I'm not sure. Delmar knows him. But, you know, I see that's the thing. I don't really deal with that part of it because he does basically with all the voice actors. They just have to record the lines, send it to him, and then he'll tell you, okay, do you have to re-record it? See, that's the one thing I kind of miss when I've done voiceover before, but this is my first animation. But
now, how did you record your voice and send it back to him? What did you use?
Well, first off, you need this wonderful microphone. This is the Blue Yeti microphone and pop shield that's with it. Have that, you plug it into the computer. Now, I usually use GarageBand or it's called Auto Files or something like that. But like, I usually use GarageBand, and which is usually for music, but I can use it also for voiceover stuff. So I record my voices, you know, on there, and I send it to him on a file, like a WAV file. He'll tell you if he wants it like PDF, WAV or whatever. And with him, it's WAV. So I send it to him and, you know, he tells me, okay, either great, loved it, or you have to re-record this line, say it this way. That's kind of the challenge when you're doing voiceover work, you know, from your home. Because usually when I've done it before, I'm either in a studio or wherever the director is, and he's telling me right there the direction of, oh, you know, say it, you know, more angry, or say it somber, you know, say it funny, this line. Here, I have to wait, you know, it could be a couple of hours,
Yeah.
a couple of days for
That's
that.
the bad part about the voiceover. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because he's not right in the studio with you
Exactly.
recording the voice. But maybe eventually, you know, he'll be able to do something like that.
Well, the one thing that's at least wonderful when you're doing it remotely is to have this great ensemble where a lot of these people, including Delmar, like I'm in New York, Delmar is not in New York. A lot of the cast members are all over the place, all over America. So that's the one thing about it. By doing it from where your home is, you know, it opens you wider in terms of the actors and actresses you can choose to bring their voices to this project. So as opposed to, let's say, if you're in New York, then you're limiting yourself to just the New York or New Jersey, Pennsylvania area in terms of those actors in that sense. But here, it's all over America in that sense.
Very nice. Now, where is Delmar, in California?
No, I think South Carolina, I'm not
Oh,
sure.
South. Okay, he's in the South.
Or Virginia, I'm not sure, but somewhere there. But I know everybody's spread all over the place. That's the one thing about this cast. We're all over, and we've got such a wonderful cast, including, I've mentioned several of them before, but like Steve Ludwig, who plays the Fixer, one of my favorite characters on the show. He's kind of the brains of the operation. He's kind of like Q from James Bond, who makes the gadgets for the guys. So he helps Robert and Charles always on the, you know, on the missions that we go on. Bettina Sky, the amazing Bettina Sky, is in this. Dave DeSico, who
Oh, Dave, that's right. Dave DeSico is
he's in this
too.
He has a very good role in this. I can't wait for people to see that episode. That's episode 6. Plus, also we've got the amazing Demi Davis, who she plays Ranger Monica in this series. And she's an actress and a singer. She's got an amazing voice. And we've got just an amazing, eclectic cast that keeps growing. And
now, tell my audience, what is his real goal? What is Delmar's goal? What would he like to see this, like on Netflix or on Amazon?
tough question. I mean, he would love to see this franchise grow, but the possibilities are endless. Like, if he wanted to make a movie version of this, he could keep on going, making more of the series. But yes, I think he would love to see it on something like Netflix or on, you know, any bigger picture in that sense. Because right now it's on YouTube and on Dailymotion, and it's growing. I know he is preparing to create a website for the series.
I see. So there is no website, because that was going to be my last question. Is there a website?
He's going to be creating it. So it's like literally he's got a lot on his plates because Delmar.
So the best chance for us to really know anything about this is there a website about him at all? Like about his production company?
I think on YouTube he has. I'm not sure.
So if we go and we tap, which I will show a clip of the series, a clip, and if they go on YouTube, they will be able to see more information about the series.
Absolutely. If they type in Delmar Burkett on YouTube, I'm sure they would be able to find his YouTube page.
And you, darling, tell my audience where we could go to learn more information about you as an actor. Do you have a website? Do you have a Facebook? Do you have everything now? Because you got the Instagram, you got the Facebook. Do you have a website though? You don't have a website?
No, don't have the website yet.
But that's okay. Facebook, Instagram. You're not on TikTok, are you?
No, but I'm also on the Internet Movie Database, which also has my bio.
IMDb.
IMDb. It has the filmography, what I've done. And this, you can be sure that will be listed on there too. But it's a very exciting project. Check out episode 1 on YouTube.
I've already done it.
Episode 2, wait till you see episode 2 this Thanksgiving, and episode 3. What I call 3.1 because it's split in half. I'm guessing around Christmas time. So what a way to spend the holidays, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, but I do recommend to
Happy
the audience.
holidays!
Exactly. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Merry Christmas,
And Happy New Year. And with
Happy
that note, we are going to close this interview. Thank you so much, Solomon, for being a guest on my TV show, Cognac's Corner. I wish I was there to give you a big pink champagne kiss, but I will blow you a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be back with more celebrity Zoom interviews, darlings. Keep watching. Don't go away, son. We'll be chatting after I stop recording. We'll be back with more Zoom interviews, darlings. Keep watching. Pink champagne kisses.
I am Titus, and right now I am dead. But when my soldiers finally awaken me, I will gain all power and become the ruler of this world.
Well, not if we have anything to say about it. You guys ready to get this show on the road?
I don't know. I mean, are we really ready for this fight?
We have to be ready. The fate of the world may very well rest in our hands.
Well, if you put it that way, then let's get to it.
I will win this battle, Carlavon.
You may win a battle, Titus, but you will definitely lose the war.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane. I hope you enjoyed my Zoom interview with actor Solomon Chertok. I certainly did. And if you haven't already, darlings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is all about celebrity Zoom interviews and fabulous shopping hauls with Victoria's Secret, Shein, Fashion Nova, Rainbow Shops, and of course my favorite, Amazon. And if you haven't already, as I mentioned before, don't forget to press the notification bell to let you know when I publish a new video. I always publish a new video every Sunday and every Monday, And I love you all. And pink champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.